What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Powerhouse Mentality podcast. I am your host. I am Caitlin Kenneth Smith. And on today's episode of the podcast, we're talking all about November 1st. Now, every single year, I come on this podcast and I record a podcast on November 1st about the importance of November 1st. And before I had a podcast, I did this on my Instagram story. And before my Instagram story, I didn't do it anywhere because I wasn't doing anything on social media. But here we are now in 2024, recording yet another episode on November 1st about the importance of November 1st. Now, let me break it down for you guys. November 1st. It's the first day of a new month. It's the first day of the holiday season. A lot of you listening have Christmas on the mind. You are full on Christmas mode. I am personally team, I love Christmas, but please let's give Thanksgiving their moment. It's the first day after the first major holiday of the season. Yesterday was Halloween. A lot of you guys probably ate a lot of candy yesterday. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Either way, today's a new day. Today's November 1st. So November 1st, in my opinion, is one of the most critical days of the year. And I believe this day and the day after Thanksgiving are the two most critical days of the year. You could argue one is more critical than the other. I would argue they're probably around the same. Now, like I said, I've done an episode on this before. And if you are a long-time listener to the Powerhouse Mentality podcast, or you've gone back and you've listened to some of the older episodes, first of all, I want to personally apologize if you've listened to some of the older episodes. We've made a lot of growth, let's just say. And I think, if you don't cringe at your old stuff, then you're not growing and you're not making progress. But if you are a longtime listener and you remember these episodes that I've done on November 1st, because it is one of my most downloaded solo episodes I've ever done, actually, but the same principles apply. But I do need to question those who have listened to the episode and listened to it last year. If you listened to that episode and you made the commitment on November 1st to do what I'm going to talk about, did you actually stick to that commitment, or are you still stuck in the same old fucking place? Let me explain. This is my year. How many times have you said that before? 2020 is my year. Oh, wait, but then the whole government shut down. Okay, 2021 is my year. But we're still kind of dealing with a little bit of repercussion from that shit. All right, 2022, that's my year. But this happened. 2023, that's my year. And I think you get the point. You keep saying that this is going to be your year. And most people say that every fucking year. But then nothing changes. They keep letting life get in the way. You keep letting life get in the way. So this episode is titled, What Choice Are You Making? And you get to choose between two things. And remember, it's your life, so you're the only one who can make that choice. Nobody's going to make it for you, and nobody's going to be able to influence you to make the right or the wrong choice. It's up to you, and you can't blame anybody else but you. So number one, 2025 will be my year. I just want to enjoy the holidays. Or two, I'm committing to being consistent over the next 60 days to become the best version of me going into 2025. All right, so number one, 2025 will be my year. I just want to enjoy the holidays. Or number two, I'm committing to being consistent over the next 60 days so I can become the best version of myself going into 2025. Imagine how much progress you could make in 60 days if you committed today. Imagine the person that you would be on January 1st if you committed on November 1st to not be perfect, but to be consistent. And the mistake that most people make in this scenario is that they choose number one, 2025 will be my year. I just want to enjoy the holidays, because they think that they also need to choose to either enjoy the holidays or to reach their goals, when in fact you can and you should have both. The holidays are the holidays. It's not the 10 to 15 days that matter or determine your progress or determine your results, that you're on vacation or that you're celebrating a holiday. Those 10 to 15 days that you're on vacation or celebrating a holiday during the year aren't going to make the difference with your results. The difference is going to be made on the other 350 days. Now, most people choose to put off their goals during the holiday season from November 1st to January 1st because of 3 days. And we'll say 3 to 5 days because some people go hard in the paint on New Year's. I am not one of those people. But we'll say 3 days. All right. Most people choose to put their goals off because of 3 days: Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Christmas Eve. Now, think about that. When you say it like that, it kind of sounds silly, right? But even if you ate whatever you wanted on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Christmas Eve, and you didn't even move off the couch at all on those days, and you just enjoyed your holiday with your family, with the people that you love, and you got to eat the food that you don't get to eat all the time, and you indulged and you had fun, even if you did that on those 3 days, that's still being consistent. Because then if you are committing to be consistent during the holiday season, that's 57 out of 60 days that you're winning. And that's 95%. So I challenge you to commit to being consistent, not perfect. I challenge you to commit to showing up for yourself and keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Commit to getting uncomfortable and to breaking the habit of being yourself. If you're always the person who says, this will be my year, I just want to enjoy the holidays, break that habit. Be different this year because you're not getting results doing what you're doing every year. You're always in the same old place. Commit to building better habits, habits that serve the person that you want to be in the life that you want to live. Who do you want to be? What does the life you want to have look like? And then backtrack. What does that person do on a daily basis? What habits does that person have? And most importantly, stop telling yourself tomorrow. Stop telling yourself tomorrow, knowing damn well that you ain't taking action tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't happening, and you know it. You just have to go. But the problem with that, because I'm reading your mind, listener. I know what you're saying. Oh, well, I just don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm angry. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm depressed. I don't know what to do. Do it scared. Do it tired. Do it sad. Do it angry. Do it depressed. Just do it. Someone out there is in a hospital bed wishing they could do it, but you won't because you're tired. Doesn't that sound kind of fucking ridiculous when you put it that way? Because it's the truth. Life is way too short, and it changes way too fast for you to waste another 60 days lying to yourself and feeding your own bullshit. The Powerhouse Mentality is built on the mission to help you stop tolerating your own bullshit so you can finally win in life. This is one of those moments. November 1st, you decide, am I just going to waste another 60 days lying to myself and putting things off because I just want to enjoy the holidays? Or are you going to commit to being consistent over the next 60 days so you can become the best version of yourself in 2025, going into 2025? So when everybody else is committing to a goal on January 1st, you're already there. You already have momentum. You already have the fire. You have the edge. And you can still enjoy the holidays with that edge. And in fact, like I said, you should. And again, I'm going to read your mind. I'm going to feed into your bullshit. Right now, you're saying, I can't do that. I can't, Caitlin. I can't do that. But you can. I personally believe that the word can't shouldn't exist. You literally, most of you need like a fucking can't jar. Like people have a swear jar. You need a can't jar. Every single time that you say that you can't, you need to throw $1 in that jar. You'd lose a lot of money and you'd probably stop saying can't. That word has killed more dreams than anything else. I mean, one of my favorite quotes, and I've said it on this podcast so many times, is from the book, The Magic of Thinking Big. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So if you tell yourself that you can't, you're right. But if you tell yourself that you can or that you're working towards it, you can and you will. Hard work, Mindset, it's a powerful thing. Our mind is very powerful, and you could use that as a tool to move you forward, or you can use it as something that's going to hold you back. And unfortunately, a lot of people allow their mind to hold them back because they think that the anxiety, that the depression, that the fear, that the thoughts, those have control, and they need to take back control. You don't need to take back control. You're in control. You already have it. You just need to stop letting your past and stop letting your insecurities take the control from you. So it's up to you. What are you going to choose? What are you going to do? Is 2025 going to be your year and you're going to hold off on your goals because of the holidays? Or are you going to commit to being consistent over the next 60 days? Enjoy the holidays, build happy, healthy habits, and become the version of yourself that you want to become so that when 2025 comes around, you already have the fire, you already have the edge to really make 2025 your year. It's up to you. What are you choosing? And if that resonated with you, I made the decision this morning, and I wasn't going to do this, but honestly, I had a lot of conversations with current clients, and it really made me think that I could help a lot of people here. So I wanted to open up 3 client spots right now. 3 spots where you're going to get nutrition, fitness, and mindset coaching one-on-one with myself. We get bi-weekly calls, 24/7 texts. Whenever you need me, I'm here for you. Nutrition, workouts, but more importantly, mindset. Because that's what most of you need. You can go and Google any sort of nutrition program. You can go and Google any sort of workout program. That's not the problem. The problem is your mindset. So we got to work on that. Now, if you are serious and you are committed and you are interested in doing this, I want you to shoot me an email, thepowernhousementality@gmail.com. It's always in the show notes. Or you can shoot me over a DM on Instagram @CaitlinKennaFitness. And let's have a conversation about you. Let's see what we can do. Because if you're ready to get committed, you're going to go into 2025 and you're going to feel bulletproof. But nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you're unwilling to take action and you're unwilling to face your fears and take the risk, you'll always be just the same. So stop settling and go out and do one thing today that's going to take you one step closer to where you want to be.